social media platform. So Instagram is a visual platform, obviously, compared to like Twitter, where it's all about the words. Instagram is all about the picture. It's all about beautiful photos you can take. And there you can see some shots that I took on the left, and a friend of mine who took some photos in Switzerland on the right. So Instagram is the visual social media. Like, that's what it's about. People don't hardly ever read captions. People just want to double tap and move on. Maybe they'll leave comments if you're lucky. So, just a bit of stats: 200 million users, 65% outside of the US, 20 billion photos are shared each year. The total of 1.6 billion likes each day. 60 million photos are shared on average each day. So those are just some stats. You can go type in Instagram, press, Google that, and find a bit more information around that. So the misconception, I apologize in advance if these photos belong to some of you in this room. I really just didn't search a hashtag and I found these. So Instagram is usually seen as a platform to share food, cats, sunsets, and of course selfies. Unless you miss a Tom Good game on the left or Justin Bieber on the right, it's the share selfies on Instagram. It's the little thing I like to say is comparing the content you perceive that the food, the cats, and the selfies is if you're going to share it on Twitter, Facebook, and there's no differentiating factor to share it on Instagram, don't share it on Instagram. It needs to be visual, it needs to be eye appealing, it needs to have a bit of an eye as everyone's making sex jokes, I'm going to make them too. Just out of interest, Justin Bieber is the most followed person on Instagram after Instagram account itself. The average is about 1.2 billion likes. Ridiculous. So, Instagram can be seen as a pencil that allows the average person to take pictures from around the world. That's what it is. It's that bridge between passion and platform to share. The Instagrammer is already capturing the beauty of the city. So little do you know, there's actually quite a big local community here. We'll talk about it a bit more. But just to show you some guys from around the world, guys and girls, this is an account of Miss Underground, an amazing account who loves the London Underground. Who's ever been to London here? Cool. Have you ever seen it like that before? So that's the London Underground. She will wait up to 20 to 40 minutes sometimes to try to get a shot of an empty underground tunnel. That's really beautiful. No one pays her to do it. No one has permission to do it, but she does it out of her passion. So Instagram is doing things like this. This is Martina, that's her username, KitKat_CH. She lives in Switzerland. She loves hiking. She loves showing off Switzerland's beautiful mountains, as you can see. Take a look at her. She's got an amazing account. And no one pays her to take the photos of these mountains and these trips that she goes on. Maria Francisca is an Instagram from Amsterdam. So for those of you who have ever been to Amsterdam, you'll notice that there's a lot of really, really cool spots that are hidden in Amsterdam. And she just manages to capture these little things that a magazine article or a web post or something wouldn't usually show. So these are like the little keys and the gems that Instagrams around the world are already showing. This is a hashtag that I generated, GP meets you, and these are just some shots that I took from my recent trip to Europe. I spent 4 weeks just traveling to various cities, and I created a hashtag so I could go back to that on the stage to look at the photos if I wanted to. And all these photos were taken on a mobile phone. So the Instameet. The Instameet is a catalyst for the Instagrammer to take photos and show. So I'll show you a little video at the end. That's what it's about. It's about a recent Instameet we had in Johannesburg. But Instameet, the Instagrammers getting together, hardly talking, but taking thousands of photos of each other. That's what it is. It's great because it's always sort of the final step on being on Instagram. It's being able to meet the person that you follow or who follows you, being able to get them to go and stand in a really awkward pose, take a photo with a really amazing backdrop, and post that photo and get a few hundred likes or a few thousand likes on your shot. So the Instameet really it's an enabler to allow the Instagrammer to experience a city in a way that they can capture it and further explore their creative outlet of photography. So a little about Instagram as a community. Early 2013, I founded this community just to reclaim South Africa. So it all started off with me wanting to explore Joburg more. Roy and I, Roy was sitting here, we used to organize small Insta-meets throughout Joburg. We'd get into abandoned buildings, get into places we're not meant to go. And we would take photos. It extended from there, Insta-meets became more regular, and then early 2013 I decided to extend that to all the cities within South Africa. So we kicked off during a national Insta-meet where everybody met up over the same weekend in the individual cities. I sourced local South African Instagram users who were in love with the platform, who understood community, who engaged in a genuine relationship, and I asked those guys if they'd like to be part of this. This entire thing is done out of free will. Like none of these guys get paid to do this. And these Insta-meets go on a regular basis. If you want to check it out, you can see the website there. And if you're wondering if your city has one, just search for the username Eggers and then your city name. And sort of you'll see if it exists. If it doesn't, pop me a mail, I'm sure we can set something up. So this local community is the only local community that links up internationally. We've got an international link. We've got Instagrammers who visit, and I visit people overseas often where I'll stay for free in one of their houses, which is pretty cool. I didn't pay a cent for accommodation when I was in Europe, simply because of guys who I met through this community. And it exists everywhere. Like literally every city has a representative in the city who organizes these. So these are little things. These are photos from what Instagram calls the Worldwide Insta-Meet. They just announced their next one yesterday. So the Worldwide Insta-Meet is basically a commission officially from Instagram saying, hey guys, get together, explore your city, and organize an Insta-Meet. So these are shots taken. You can see the usernames there of people. Hong Kong, Ukraine, it's all different cities. And that's the one on the left there is the shot we took in Sharman in Johannesburg, quite a big group. Middle one's from Nairobi. As you can see, it's quite a cool culture. Like people get together and they just love meeting people to explore their cities. So the reason why I'm sort of punting Insta-Meet so much is it's such an easy thing to do. Whether you're a little hotel or a massive tourism board, you can do these Insta-Meets on a regular basis. People who live in your city and also visitors can come and join in on those Insta-Meets and ultimately expose your area, which is beautiful. I'll talk about a bit more about that later in a few points, but just to move on, the perfect merge between social and passion for photography. That's what Instagram is. Like it's given a lot of people the ability to realize that, hey, actually, I've got a creative muscle. I can go out and I can use my phone. I don't need to buy a 30,000 rand DSLR to take photos of Johannesburg. I can just go out with my phone, capture photos that will probably get a better response than most traditional photographers are to stand in. It takes us all the time. But that's what it is. It's given the world access to creativity, and sort of progression of that is I just want to talk into a bit of a few international examples. So this and check it out. Amazing concept of the profile. And then they got Turkish, and he basically led the groups set up areas. The collective reach of these 20 Instagrammers was over 10 million followers. 10 million people. Who here has done a campaign with that's reached over 10 million people? Okay, so the Instagram was also sourced from all around the world, 30 different countries. They visited 23 cities and covered 7,000 kilometers in a few days. I don't know the exact stats, but each of those Instagrammers would post their with a lot of photos, and they were averaging between 15,000 to 20,000 likes. It's pretty limited. Some of these guys currently, one of the guys in particular has 800,000 followers. So that's a sort of from the States and curious to learn from the States as well. They have an accumulated following of 203 million people. Followers. PK has 886,000 followers and curious. They visited all the major and they literally explore Canada. And this is what some guys are doing overseas with their buttons. They're putting their influencers into Instagram and realizing that the reach is actually way further, way bigger than any print campaign or something like any other campaign could reach. So, and the shareability of this is also amazing. Guys are reaching their photos. They'll be reposted on Instagram, shared. So that's massive. Bringing it a little bit smaller, so a lot of you are probably like, oh God, I don't have the money to bring my Instagram is from all of it. Something, who knows, Generator Hostels here. Cash mentioned them, amazing company, they have hostels all around the world. And as part of their recent, before I go, so imagine this was your little business, or this was your client's Instagram account. 3,700 followers, that's not a massive number for overseas accounts. Some of you may have like 200, 300, 500, maybe 1,000 personal accounts. But imagine your account. But Generator Hostels, all this would cost some level. All this campaign is pretty well curated. The sort of does it exist already? If it does, then jump on the bandwagon. You can always use like Meet South Africa as one as well. It's great. Engagement. So engagement is how you interact with the local and Instagram and international Instagram community. And then that with local collaboration, if it's something that has been done, bringing in an international person, how do you collaborate those internationals with the locals? And the incentive is the last thing, is how do you drive engagement with an incentive to allow people to just almost embrace the campaign. So what Generator Hostels did is they brought this all out, R11, we did an account takeover, produced quality content, and consultant on social strategy. She's one of the world's greatest photographers, Instagrammers, and she understands the platform really well. So Curator Hostels basically went to and said, how do we improve engagement? How do we make it better? How do we make Generator Hostels look really pretty and give us icons on Instagram? And that's where she came in. So that is part of the curation and hashtag accounts. Secondly, what was done is they created a hashtag Regenerate14. This was used over both the launches of the Berlin and Copenhagen hostels. And as you can see, like the hashtag, if you go look it up, it's been tagged a heck of a lot. It's really cool. There's amazing photos and amazing content in that hashtag. And they basically pushed it throughout the campaign. They were like, if you're on Instagram, use the hashtag. We want to see where you've been. We want to see how you've experienced the Generator Hostels experience. We want to be able to see how you're seeing our space. So that's sort of a great metric because there's an element of personal element to it, saying actually our visitors do have perspective to show of our space. Our visitors do have a view that maybe we're not seeing. So the hashtag is very important. Is as you, when you're walking around here, there's a little blackboard that says, "Are you on Instagram? Use PCAS14." Sometimes it's as simple as that. When you walk into hotel rooms, for those of you who manage that sort of content, maybe have a little printout that says, "Our hashtag is awesome hotel in South Africa. Please use it if you post any photos from here." And what you'll then be able to do is use the images from those hashtags and then curate them across. So the sort of the good step-by-step thing is, if somebody's added that photo to that hashtag and you want to do things, you can put a little disclaimer in your description that says, by using our hashtag, you allow us to repost it. Secondly, or alternatively, you can ask the person, can we repost it? Easy as that. Once you find a photo that you love, you go to the image, download it on a square, and what I like to do is put a little text piece of the person's username over that image, and then make a little title like featured from awesome hotel in South Africa. And then what I'll usually do is repost that image on the account and then add a really nice caption. This is a shot from Gareth, and he really loves our pool, and this is a shot of him taking a dive and maybe breaking his neck. You can see the back of the model is big. Like, throw in a bit of humor of your voice, that's also really important. So, an entire Instagram account from user-generated content. And Instagram is profitable. It's like, oh my gosh, this account reposted my photo, even though they have followers or 20 followers, but they posted my photo on their account and they gave me credit, and it's amazing. Sort of take advantage of those things, because Instagrams especially are average, everyday people usually who just want to have their content shared more and more. So moving on, what Generator Hostels did as well is they created really unique rooms in their new hostels. So it's pretty cool, and as you can see, those are really well edited. The lighting's great, very important lighting in your areas, in your wherever you want Instagram to take photos. So the lighting, easier places lit, easier to go to take photos. And basically what they did, but the opening of this hostel in Berlin. And for the first time, for the first time where these rooms were exposed, the Instagram got the first opportunity to take photos of it. So all those people in Berlin who got there were free drinks, who socializing was pretty cool. All of their followers were then exposed to this new hotel, generator hostels. And then, like, if I see that photo, I'm like, oh man, I've got some serious photo now. Why was I Instagram? Like, and you've got to take advantage of that as well. Is giving local Instagram an opportunity to get first option. Like, that's really and especially because it's a little medium. Like a lot of the guys will create really images. An extension of that is Laura got in contact with Berlin's most followed Instagrammer. Berlin Instagram takes amazing photos, also mobile heavy, and they partnered up and created a hashtag while in between. So the incentive came from this collaboration. The hashtag got over 5,000 tags, and I'm going to take a sip of water now. So the incentive through this hashtag is that the people basically around the world, from where you are, you need to just use that hashtag to engage with generator hostels and post your travels where you go. And then the winner of that hashtag would get given free accommodation in one of the hostels around the world. So it's a great incentive to once again expand that engagement on your personal account, your personal business account. And then also the incentive is there to allow people to once again show off where they are in the world. It gives you a platform to talk to these. So moving on from there, if you have any questions about it, you can come grab it afterwards. But if you understand the Instagram, you can ultimately cater them. So I'll put together 5 really quick points and then I'll finish off with the film. But the Instagram is often mixed up with a lot of other mediums. They like to just treat Instagram like a Facebook campaign. They'll tweet about it or they might like it. It's something that needs to be noticed. So firstly is the Instagram is not a travel blog. Like it needs to be separated. It's different for the main reason that travel blogger writes a blog post about sort of their experiences. There'll be words about it. There'll be like really cool structure and like paragraphing. I don't know what blogs do, so just like but the Instagrammer wants to basically find that perfect photo opportunity, take the photo and share it. That's it. So if you're creating itineraries, for those of you with agency and tourism boards, if you're creating an itinerary for an Instagram or an Instameet, maybe you want to take it through like a really cool hike. Don't plan that itinerary with 40-minute sit-down session where they can't take photos of their food or the briefing you're giving them about the history of the area. Like those things are fine, don't extend out unnecessarily. The average Instagrammer just wants to share the shot. Like, just keep that in mind. Secondly, create photo opportunities. So along these itineraries that you plan, keep in mind that the Instagrammer will be very trigger happy, most of them. They'll take like 100 photos, but then only post one. So the easier you make it for the Instagram to take an amazing photo, the more photos they'll post. It's as simple as that. And then on the back of that, make sure that they know what the hashtag is so they can Thirdly, remember location is key and consider the time of day. So understand sort of the audience that your photographers and your Instagrammers have. If they are people who love shooting during sunset, then organize to meet during sunset. It's when the lights are best. It's also when people are most sort of active in space. So to make that opportunity available to the Instagrammers, consider light, consider the time of day, and also consider time of the week. Most Instagrammers have full-time jobs, even though they have a lot of followers. Most of them have full-time jobs like they used to meet on Wednesday afternoon, but nobody's going to come. Like, we'll just be there at work, we'll be shouting at the boss, we'll be getting shouted at on Friday nights. So keep that in mind as well. Fourthly, most Instagrammers only have a mobile device and maybe at most one enabled Wi-Fi device. So keep that in mind as well. The guys only mostly shooting with the phone, I'll walk around with several devices. But you've got to keep that in mind because phones have limitations too. As soon as the light's gone, the photo will be noisy, and also you can't zoom in. So don't take Instagrammers on a cruise through the national park where the animals are like 500 kilometers away. That's far away, not really far away, and they can't zoom in on a photo. They use videos to take a photo at night. Number 5 is remember, curate your personal accounts, curate your local presence, create instant meets to generate content for those two things, and then also make an international connection, like engage locally and internationally. So ultimately, that's where your client base is. And keep it Instagram as a visual platform. That's what it is. And just lastly, I want to end off with short form we made at the Worldwide Instant Meet Live. We had an Instant Meet at the F&B Stadium. We had 200 people rock up. Thousands of photos were shot, and I just put this film together to show a bit about how Instagram is.
This one was full of experiences. All levels and all levels. Instagram is a lot more publicity and people in it.
So it's great being around people who love what you love and having fun doing it. That's another level of greatness.
Amazing individual storytellers who now become my closest friends.
People that really from different people like Yoshi. You just get like related to all my friends.
I've been compelled to appreciate everything I'll be, forging new relationships from here.
Instagram lets me tell my story and participate in other people's stories.
Groups of strangers getting together on different days, take photos, and getting up to showing our
To take home, to joke my home.
Snippets of emotion that matter one square at a time. How I choose to present and how I freely choose to share.
Instagram propelled me to life, and if I try to my greatest spirit.
Shooting photo creative of the space of creativity. Instagram is an app so small that you can keep it in the palm of your hand. Yeah, so big that you have access to the whole world. So it brings so many people together. So keep in mind that Instagram is about people, taking photos, it's about appreciating the moments and the moments you're in.
connector. I'd like to invite Mike Sharman to take the stage. Mike has worked with us, as he mentioned in the bloggers panel, on our Meet South Africa content. Retro Bio specializes in video content, and also looking at how you take to get your messaging across. They've done some really cool work. We're very proud to be working with them. And the agencies that we choose, we really have the opportunity to choose the best of the best. So I'm very glad to welcome Mike onto the stage. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks. I'm a little jug of water. That's where culture yeah. Jeez, how's that Instagram stuff, eh? God. You see that? God. All those people. Gareth was actually the only survivor of a mass suicide that happened at Equity Stadium on the 9th of August 2014. So if you ever invite someone in store, be very careful. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. I have the worst slot in the history of this conference because I have to talk while everyone is. Your tummies up, you run. Now it seems like the multi-corner is like overflowing with more people in the actual original area. So maybe you guys should come a little bit closer, something so goddamn rude. That's what happens when you give bloggers free trips and give them a free night stay at your accommodation. They become better than you. They sit in the little corners and they drink like Evian or whatever else they requested their trainers. That's what they are nowadays. So don't inflate their egos. Everything that you said on the panel earlier was a lie. Don't give them free stuff. Don't pay them. There we go. Hello, there we go. That's Mike Sharman. At Mike Sharman on the Twitters. You travel, YouTube. That's what we're going to talk about. Never. Okay. This isn't working. There we go. Sweet. Let's try again. There we go. Cool. So that doesn't mean before I became an athlete. New people in the audience, so I can still make that joke. Sweet. Cool. So essentially, thank you for the introduction, William. I speak very fast. Also, I only have 30 minutes. I'll slow down when you need to listen and understand. But essentially what we do is we create online content for brands. We seed it to online influencers. We work with bloggers, especially in the earned space. And so all the earlier, something called the 3 R's. Okay? Remarkable content, seed it to the right people, and that's when you start getting results for your brand, for your product, for your service. And what I mentioned earlier on the panel is that you guys have such amazing content. Content is your job. So the biggest challenge is actually figuring out how to filter down all of that content and actually put the right things online. You try and get science. We can do hacks later. We do hacks, not drugs, at my agency. So we can line up at lunchtime, we can plug it up. If you need to have a try, because all of the stuff can be so overwhelming, so good. So our business is based on 4 key pillars: strategy, content creation, dissemination, and analytics and reporting. And that's exactly how you guys need to consider the content in which you're putting out. Like, so many people are focused on tactics and tactical consideration. Even marketers, even agencies, they'll have to do that. But what do you actually need to be on? Another point that I made earlier. So you need to go back to the basics of what it is that your business does, what you're trying to achieve, how you're going to target the relevant target market, and that's when you can start developing ways in which you can actually put your content out there. You don't have to spend hundreds of thousands of rands on creating videos and creating fancy well-produced things like that. I mean, maybe your solution is really just putting really well-shot photos together, putting them on Facebook, putting them on Instagram, and tweeting them. So those are the things to consider. You can't be all things to all people. You don't have to do all things. But and you're going to break. And you're going to crumble in a heap of digital part of content. Because how are you going to get this out there? onto Facebook, and then using your cash dollar to sponsor your posts and target specific target markets? Or are you going to work with bloggers and influencers so that they can get the word of mouth out there for you, so that they can execute the digital PR, so that you don't have to be the champion of your own brand, and you don't have to blow your own horn. Let someone else influential blow your horn for you. I want my horn blown. Anyway, you can do that on the Twitters. Blow my horn on the Twitters, there we go. Cool. And then obviously you spoke about this gentleman earlier. We were talking about reporting, all that. It's really important to understand how people are engaging with your content. Like understanding those kinds of things are really important. But also figuring out how people are engaging with your brand in a digital platform. Like, are they coming there via mobile device? Are they coming there via desktop? Like, it's really important that if your site looks crap on mobile, and the majority of people are coming to the site via mobile, then you're good. Something else? Some simple things. But sometimes we take those things for granted. Let's move on, shall we? Fantastic. Cool. And really just an introduction with that. Cool. Let's define a traveler. And basically Google and YouTube, and I know Gareth spoke to you guys yesterday, probably focused more on the mobile side of things. It's a very smart man from Google. So in terms of traveler, who lives online, the purpose of this presentation, we looked at an article published by Google at Ipsos. They define travelers as those individuals who engage with, search for travel content on Google and on YouTube. And these are some from that research. Very exciting and especially because of the growth when they're thinking about taking a trip. That's amazing. Every month, more than 1 billion people visit YouTube. Watch more than 6 billion hours of video. And average content. You need to create the market content. It goes back to my first slide. Because you're competing with so much noise out there, you have to do something different. So, videos influence travel decisions. 118% increase year on year in terms of the way in which people are using devices to search for content. There's more and more content being searched for every day. Tomorrow it'll probably triple or quadruple that figure, and it's growing all the time. And that's why it's really important to look at the ways in which people are consuming content. And it's very important to look at content. Mobile devices, they're going to making decisions into our going to go. What fancy holiday, where am I going to be drinking my next big drink, a little cocktail, either am I drinking behind my ear, taking selfies, 97% on smartphones, and 205% up on tablets. You know, so that stuff is growing exponentially. We can't avoid it. We can't afford to miss out on that opportunity. What's sparking the interest? Eye is sparking the interest. YouTube travel scenarios, attractions, or points of interest. Those beautiful pictures. Those must be taken by Instagram. I haven't credited who took them. So, but there's even a source. The source is the one. Look at that. It's okay, guys. Fine. It's okay. What now? Traveler's attention. Compelling content works pretty well. And what's quite interesting about this graph is that of the stuff that you're doing from a professional point of view. Yes, the user-generated content is extremely important, like Will mentioned earlier, but it's really important that you consider how professionally you actually put out content. Because if you put out sexy-looking imagery, people are going to think you're a sexy-looking lodge, or you're a sexy destination. And look at all those pictures from Turkey earlier. What did you call them? Turkians. So 262%. Who of you run cruises or charters here? Anyone? No? There's one kind of sort of, we have like a little rubber ducky that we take out of the ball every weekend. Like, looking at these kinds of stats, we can see what trends there are people interested in. Like, where they're trying to go. Are they trying to live the dream? After the recession, people will care like, let's go on a cruise, let's have buffet, let's have champagne. Guys, we're going to work in here. Well, 11 minutes and 20 seconds left. Don't die on me. 11 minutes and 15 seconds. Travelers want to do more than just watch videos on YouTube. They want to connect with creators and brands. And this stuff's really important. You can't just be a faceless, nameless organization. You have to be able to create some kind of emotional connection with the people that you're trying to talk to. That's why working with bloggers and Instagrammers is super important, because you're getting the perspective of what they're seeing from their own eyes, from their own point of view, from their own writing, from their own feelings. People just want to feel, yo. Where's the love? Get off the lighters. Woo! Shit. Travelers are looking to sustain a connection. And this is a really interesting stat. And there was an increase of 106% year-on-year in channel subscriptions. And this is something that South Africans, we are so terrible at. Like, we're like, oh my God, agency, you need to make me a viral video. Okay, right, viral video, so you do viral video. And then there's never a strong enough call to action. Like, once you've made the video, then it's like, okay, we've done our job, ta-da, internet. Have my video. We don't think of the repercussions of what actually happens with that video. Why aren't we encouraging people to have a big button at the end that says subscribe here? YouTube isn't TV, it's YouTube, it's engaging, it's interactive. Subscribe to the ultimate track. Come on. Stand up. Okay? Okay? We have less than 10 minutes together, and let's make it a special time together. Okay? Yawn is yawning. Only yawn. Here we go. Okay, 9 minutes now, 9 minutes 27. Feel the love for 9 minutes. That's all we need. Don't let it walk out. Dude's like, I'm not there. I'm not there. That's right. Okay. Anything we can come. Okay. So how are there ways in which you can convert people based on integrity? And I was referring to sexual experience. Okay, great. The key shot is delicious. Subscribe to what non-subscribers. That's why any kind of content that you need to engage with, when you're putting that content out there, there isn't a strong enough call to action to do it. Travel vlogs are more social engagements. It says 3 and 4 watch videos related to industry, hobbies, or particular topic. We often watch content related to travel, which is around restaurants, spas, food. So you can turn content, get content out of anything. So that's really to say, what hobbies are experience about out there into the interwebs, does it sit on my website? Can they see that content with their name on the page? You don't want to just create all this internet clutter and put things on Facebook, and put things on YouTube, and put things on Instagram, if ultimately people aren't going to see that. So how are you going to mix all of these different elements together from both a page point of view and an owner point of view to get these conversations out there? Travelers are 18 times more likely viral videos, aren't just for the twerkers, the laughing babies, and anything animal related. For those, travel videos drive brand values. This is a great example of a video that's engaging, fun, and at times touching. This one's really good. You guys there we go. Sing along.
0.1% of you have never operated a seagull before? I mean, it looks like this. Enter the role into the couple that's really nice and
There we go. This is being exposed to a flight, and it's just mixed it up a little bit. Makes it so different, makes it so unique. Very cool. So key insights from this YouTube research and the Google stuff. Sure. That cold, so yeah. So this is some good stuff. The research revealed that travelers spend more time than ever watching videos on YouTube. They use YouTube as a primary source for travel inspiration, watch travel videos across devices, view content across all of YouTube's travel categories, ages 8. Oh shit. Literally all when someone can die. Hashtag #eTaz14. Holy shit, somebody just died. You want to see 20,000 shares, Gareth, man? Yeah. Ages 18 to 24 subscribe to content focused on inspiration for future travel. 25 to 64, that's quite a big group. They subscribe to content to help them plan current travel, and then they watch video content in other categories during travel research, restaurants, spas, beauty services. There's something for all of you guys, no matter what your background is, what you're trying to get out there. And then as it becomes an even bigger part of traveler's journey, it's increasing strategy to help digitally as ever before. Like they say on Twitter, carpe diem. Thanks for the sympathy last name, lovers. And then, insect tourism, this video, this influencers, equals the Meet South Africa campaign. This is an interesting one. Like, we'll say we work together with both himself and this host from 14 travel bloggers from around the world and also locally. Some of them are part of the panel that you saw earlier. And this campaign was really about giving different people from different parts of the world experiences based on what the research says different people. So for example, if people from Brazil are coming to South Africa for the adventure, for the rowing, all that kind of stuff, the wild water river rapids of the Orange River, those guys would put in the more adventurous travel. If they were the more conservative people that were interested in the luxury stuff, they would put on that itinerary. And then for the guys that were interested more in the heritage, Bulakazi Street, human buildings, all those kinds of things, they went on a separate tour. So what we did was we stuck 3 cameramen on each of these itineraries, and we followed the bloggers around in the different experiences that they had. Now this video content is just being finished, so what's going to happen with that is that's going to go to these international get more and more people excited about coming to South Africa. Because the research shows that when people come to South Africa, like the most surprising thing out of everything is how friendly the people are. And we come across as grumpy cats overseas, you know? When people come there, they're like, I'm on safari, and like that, and like, I see lion, and I see tigers, and they even go to the Amazon, and then when they leave, they pull out their phone, they're like, oh my god, like the people are so friendly, I tell you. That's what the research says. For a bunch of miserable folk, we're actually seeing globally as quite friendly, with our giant walls and our electric fences. So yeah, when we actually do get Brazil or meet people on the streets, we actually are like this. Quite nice, eh, Rick? So my John over here is going to hover and play, and then we're going to restart the twerk one more time, yeah.
Started off in Johannesburg, which I was really happy about. I think media doesn't give Josie any of the credit that the city should have. It's a vibrant, exciting city.
It felt like a privilege, like we were there as international mothers, we made to feel as welcome and as locals.
I was super amazed by the hospitality and the friendliness.
And that for me is what makes a destination is the people.
It reminded me again of all the reasons why I travel. It feels so alive.
It's much more than safari, and whatever type of adventure or cultural experience you're looking for, it's here.
Then some of the stats weren't great on that video, quite small. So you can check that out online. I think you guys will tweet that official account. I'm pretty much done, so I'm just going to go on my thank you slide. Give me a shout out on the Twitters if you're too shy to talk. Otherwise, I'll be sticking around for lunch. Cool.
We've got to put a striptease video on to see if you can maintain the focus of the audience on stage. This is what's happening on the screen. Thanks very much. Then it's what's going to happen.